Hello and welcome to the BrightRock Players Choice Awards in partnership with MyPlayers. In 2020, every player, no matter their team or position, faced an opposition like never before.
Now, this opponent changed the conditions, changed the play, changed the rules again and again.
So this year, we salute the players who took the battle to this opponent, who stood up to the COVID-19 pandemic, adapted and faced it the best way that rugby players know how to face on. BrightRock has been part of the rugby landscape for many years now, and through the years, they've stuck by the sport through thick and thin.
South Africa's rugby players, under the banner of their players' organisation, MyPlayers, approached BrightRock back in 2017 with the dream of hosting an annual celebration of the achievements of their peers. Now, back when this happened, and BrightRock said, "We've got you," none of us could have imagined the great heights and intense roller coaster the next 4 years would deliver rugby fans.
Yeah, and look, we always have wonderful celebrations when rugby players play games and win, and the fans have reason to celebrate, but this is about the players, it's for the players. The big question is, what do the players win? Oh.
Well, besides a trophy, which they always win, every player gets to donate 5,000 Rand to the charitable organisation of their choice. Now, this money forms part of a whopping 170,000 Rand set aside from the collective income of SA's rugby players, managed by MyPlayers for charity.
I think it's wonderful, and it's a great tradition, and long may it last. But you at home, remember to engage with us using the hashtags on screen. Send your congratulations to your favorite rugby heroes. So there they are, hashtag love change, hashtag BR Players Choice, that's BrightRock Players Choice, and hashtag MyPlayers.
On the attack. Oh, it's been intercepted. Dwayne Vermeulen, a brilliant read. Ball Dwayne Vermeulen have the legs to the 22. He's been tracked up. The ball on Dwayne.
He's controlled the middle of the field pretty well tonight.
They are lining up the Lions. Sonnepool be the try scorer.
For Western Province. Certainly a victor as well. The
Still knock on advantage.
Score sign, Vincent Chituka.
Wow, caring strongly, breaking tackles, offload, Rudolph! Yes, sir!
Now another little chip kick. Which way does it bounce? That's the key thing. Is there another chance here? There's certainly.
Richardson.
Oh, it's a beautiful strike.
It's Cook inside ball. This could be on for Tebelani Bole.
What an absolutely historic year, so much action. Now, every squad has one or two guys who are known for their grit, their determination, and they never say die attitude. They snuff out the enemy's attack like they're coming at him in slow-mo.
It is said that there's one guy so tough, just his tears could cure COVID. It's just too bad he never cries. And when he was exposed to the virus, it had to quarantine for 2 weeks. We all have met somebody like that.
Wow, dad jokes. Beautiful.
I'm getting old.
There we go. The nominees in the category Defender of the Year for 2020.
Jean-André Rudolph. Andisa Nsila. Stephen Kitsoff.
Play, his scrumming ability. As we've said so often in the match, he seldom has a bad game.
Lucanyo Am. Peter Steph Dudoy won this award in 2018 and in 2019, but luckily for everyone else, he's taken some time out to let the other children play.
And the winner is...
Congratulations, Lucanyo. You were nominated in this category in 2019 as well. Obviously, that's something that you take pride in. My question is, what is the secret to success in defense? Is it something that you work hard on specifically, or does it come fairly naturally?
Yeah, Paul, I think it's a bit of both. It's something that I work hard on, preparing for games, and I spend a lot of time analyzing opponents and individuals. So that gives me the upper hand and puts me in the correct positions to make decisions on D.
Well, MyPlayers will donate 5,000 Rand in your name, Lukhanyo, to the cause of your choice. Our question is, which organization are you going to put the money towards?
Well, I'm still doing my research back at home. But it would definitely be in the Eastern Cape.
Well, South Africa's use of what used to be known as the bench, debunk, has divided the rugby world. Should the dominance of the bomb squad be outlawed? And they were dominant. They did to ask after that 2019 Rugby World Cup. They weren't going to ask any other time, of course.
No.
But, well, that was until Eddie Jones got on the bandwagon and starting rebranding his subs finishers.
It's all about the language you use, no?
Yeah.
So there's no denying the importance of those players who keep you watching in suspense right up until even after the siren goes. So the nominees in the category Best Off the Bench are
Morne van den Berg, Tembelani Poli, Arno Botha, Sintu Manjezi,
This year, the category is dominated by flankers, except for one backline player in Lions scrummy Morne van den Berg. The question is, will he follow in the footsteps of 2019 winner Herschel Yankees?
Well, let's take a look. The winner is...
Morne, congratulations on your award. What helped you make it count when you had the gap?
Firstly, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, firstly, all honor to God and the Lord for giving me this talent and opportunity. And then, firstly, the prep. I think all credit to the coaches. They really did the most to get us ready for the competition, fit and firing. So, yeah, I think it was all in the prep.
MyPlayers will donate 5,000 Rand in your name to the cause of your choice. Who will be receiving this 5,000 Rand and why?
I chose Ikolwa Hope for Children. It's a children's home in Waltevreden Park, where my hometown is. My parents still stay there. They were initially based for children with who's affected or infected by HIV, and then they shifted to just fit the needs for any children who needs help or any guidance.
Regardless of who you are or even where, change is something we've all been confronted with over the last year, probably more than ever before. We've surrendered to restrictions, we've developed coping mechanisms, we've adapted, we've played the bounce. We're still here, still adapting, still playing the bounce, despite all the 2020 shook, took and cooked up.
Well, that's exactly the approach that our partner BrightRock takes to change. Their philosophy is to love change and embrace the opportunities it brings. So let's honor those who improved the most in 2020 in the category Love Change. Stedman Khans, Dion Swanepoel, Dylan Richardson, Vincent Chituka,
This is one of my favorites. Every year at this award show, we get to celebrate a player who's really taken the opportunities on offer. In 2020, it was a lot tougher than usual to take them, and that's why this is a very deserving winner.
Well, congratulations, Vincent. Last year, we saw you rock some incredible moves at the BrightRock Players Choice Awards. You wowed us. I was actually quite impressed. This year, you've earned the trophy on your own. What does the support of your peers mean to you? That it's your colleagues, it's other rugby players that voted for this award.
The support of my peers is absolutely everything. Thank you so much for honoring me with the trophy and being here, actually. And yeah, the support of my peers is everything to me. I have a very tight-knit family, And my brothers they are my world. They do everything for me and they do anything for me. So it matters the world. I was very close to friends as well, and that are always there and always supporting. So and just the fans as well. It's crazy the amount of support that you get, even in such a crazy year such as 2020. So I'm so grateful for it, and it really meant the world to me.
Right, Vince. Well, MyPlayers is donating 5,000 Rand in your name to a charity of your choice. Have you given it any thought? Which organization is going to get that money, and why?
So as I said earlier, I'm a big family man, and that matters everything to me. So the organization that I'll be putting my 5,000 to would be Door of Hope, simply because they take in children that don't have families, and children that have been abandoned. And for me, as I said, family is absolutely everything for me. So the worst thing that could possibly happen, I could lose all the money, or I could lose everything in this world, but my family is golden for me. So to think that that's happening to other people out there breaks my heart, and I feel that I want to contribute in their lives as much as I possibly can.
Well, rugby is a game all about teamwork and support. To go forwards, you must go backwards. It's unfortunate, but true. This sounds like the kind of thing a backline player would come up with to confuse a forward, and it would probably work.
It would work. Here's another one. Forwards win matches and backs decide by how much. Compliment or not? I'm not sure who for.
I don't know if it's that much of a compliment for the backs, but they always disagree completely. Right, well, whether you love them for their silky skills, which they always will claim, or you rip them off for their extravagant hairdos, the pink boots, still happens, unbelievably. But no team can live off tries scored by props, and it's not about only the line-out or the driving maul. South Africa's pro rugby players have nominated the best backline player of the year. Let's take a look at who made the cut.
Cornel Hendricks.
Frans Steyn. Kerwin Bosch. Wandisile Simelane.
This is a category usually dominated by wingers, and in a year we all faced an opponent like no other. We have 3 centres and a fly half on the list this time.
Right, and the winner is...
Congratulations, Wandisile. Well done. You're following in Cheslin Colby's footsteps. That's pretty big. What helped you to shine in a tough year like 2020?
As bad as the lockdown was, it helped me actually do a lot of things, and it helped me work tremendously hard on my game. So I used the lockdown as a benefit for me to do the little small things that I wouldn't usually do in a team environment or in a team training. So it did help me a lot. And once we got back, obviously my teammates and the coaches allowed me to play the way I want to play, or to play with freedom. Now,
MyPlayers have put 5,000 Rand aside for you to donate to the cause of your choice. Who would you like to donate this cash to, and why?
I'd like to donate this money to NOPSA. Firstly, because my dad has been helping them out since I was young. Every Christmas, we would go send out Christmas gifts and food parcels to NOPSA. And they are an organization that helps blind people. So they deal with it's an orphanage for blind people. And I'd like to donate to them to help my dad, or my dad's been helping them over the years, and I'd like to just carry on that,
Now, the great thing about rugby is it teaches children all over the world, boys and girls, that no matter your natural body type, your build, there is an important job you are uniquely suited to, well, in rugby, at least.
Yes, my natural build and body type is to sit on the couch and watch rugby.
Now, known for their propensity to run into and bleed all over one another, here follows a celebration of a subcategory known simply as Forwards.
They are the masters of the dark arts of the scrum and only started learning about personal space just, 12 months ago now?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. And it's not gone terribly well, I can tell you. But here are the nominees in the category Forward of the Year. Dwayne Vermeulen. Steven Kitsoff. Jandre Rudolph. Marco van Staden.
It's almost unbelievable, but I double-checked this. Steven Kitsoff and Dwayne Vermeulen, both of them have never been nominated in this category, which shows you how competitive it usually is.
Yeah, and you've seen just how well those two guys have gone particularly, but we do have a winner. We've had to choose one, and that is Dwayne Vermeulen. Congratulations, Dwayne, on winning this award. I've got to ask you about this last year as we are sitting here reflecting, and not the easiest question, I know, but do you have any idea of something that you wish you knew a year ago that you know now?
You know, all the challenges we face, sticking to everything and staying focused and on task during this time of adversity. The COVID pandemic that started early 2020, and there's no people, there's no crowds. It's a whole lot of different ways to approach the game, and it's been challenging, but I must say also in a way rewarding to see a squad and a team that I've been part of, to see how they moved from really rock bottom and all the way rise to a Currie Cup champions and things like that. So it's also great because you're working harder on the mental side and the mental approach of the game than really all the other things that can affect your game and the way you approach it.
Unyielding determination, that is the hallmark of each of the nominees in the Players Player of the Year category this year. I mean, it's such an important award to be nominated, voted for by your peers, Alma. I don't think there's a higher honor. I mean, you can win accolades, but this is so special.
And I love that each of the guys in this category in 2020 has amazing chapters before this one. So 2020 has been like an awesome part of their story, but they've all had amazing journeys until now.
Right, absolutely. Cornel Hendricks is one of those examples, and he fought his way back into pro rugby after a heart defect which sidelined him for 4 years. That was an incredible story, but incredible determination and strength of character, and I think he's lived that, which was wonderful to see. Frans Steyn, what about him? He brought his experience home to Bloemfontein, ploughing back 2 World Cup wins worth of experience and all the stuff that went on between 2007 and 2019. And what about Curwin Bosch?
Yes, Curwin finished the Currie Cup as the 2020 season's top point scorer, despite not winning the final. And that is a big honor for him as well. Dwayne Vermeulen did the most Dwayne Vermeulen thing.
But let's take a moment to appreciate the nominees, all of them, in the Players Player of the Year category. Dwayne Vermeulen. Frans Steyn. Cornel Hendricks. Curwin Bosch. I can't impress on anyone watching just how important, how valuable this particular award is. It's got a really proud heritage. John Smith was its first recipient. That was in 2005. 2 years before he lifted the Rugby World Cup.
John de Villiers won it in 2008, a year before he won his second Tri-Nations with the Boks. Mordenay Steyn won it in the year he made his Springbok debut. So it's interesting that it has, in the past, almost been a predictor of future success. The question is that the case in 2020? Because all 4 of the nominees have almost like stories of redemption, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Players Player of the Year is...
Congratulations, Dwayne Vermeulen. Wow, I'm so happy for you. Now, what some people might not know is that you won this award back in 2014, before you became Stormers captain and before everything that happened since. You were nominated in 2019, but then lost out to Pieter Stef de Tooy. And you are the first player ever to win this accolade twice. What does that mean to you?
Jeez, first player ever. Wow. Yes, Alma, it's a big thing. Like I said, I think in my 2014 interview, I said, how does it feel to win this? And it's this is actually a fantastic award to be nominated by your peers, guys you've been facing in every single competition you play in South Africa, and you know, to see what kind of player you are, the what you represent or who you represent on the field, and the way you play, and just carry yourself on the field is great to see that other players also see the same thing. But yeah, it's a massive thing. I must say, yeah, it's fantastic to see how the guys really, kind of look up to you, how they see you as a player, and yeah, I'm really stoked about this award.
And then you have won 10,000 Rand as the winner of 2 categories for the charitable organisation of your choice, courtesy of MyPlayers and the Players Charity. Who would you like to donate it to?
The Chris Burger Petra Jackson Fund started way back, and they're supporting all the young players that not just young players, but players that got injured within the game, and I think this is the way, a small token of appreciation and saying thank you to the good job they do off the field, looking after the players, taking care of them, and helping them through life in the difficult times they are facing. So I think this is a small contribution. Obviously, it'll be, hopefully that can make a massive change in someone else's life, and also in the Chris Burger Petra Jackson Fund.
Right, well, we have reached, I suppose, the end of what's been an incredible journey with this show, and I think we've gone through quite a bit in this past year. It's so wonderful to be able to celebrate, to take a moment to breathe, and there's so many people who deserve to be thanked, and I think one of the first organizations, and I was so glad to be part of what they were doing online in the past year, the Chris Burger Petra Jackson Players Fund. They do fantastic work. They are rugby's caring hands, and they practically support players who've been catastrophically injured at any level of the game. Thank you to you guys, and for everything that you do.
Yeah, definitely a worthwhile cause to support if you do have some CSI budget under your control. Now, also a special thank you to every player and member of the broader rugby family for surfing the waves of change as masterfully as you have over the last year. And the team at MyPlayers particularly, you guys have done a sterling job in providing crucial support where it truly was most needed.
Well, we certainly wouldn't be here. These awards wouldn't be taking place. We wouldn't be celebrating all these wonderful achievements were it not for BrightRock. So thank you for being a true partner to this initiative, for inspiring us all to love change in so many ways.
Now, change is growth. It's often painful, but it's within the furnace of change that the toughest characters are often revealed.
Oh, well, may this phase see us all emerge stronger, nimbler, tougher, and even more unified, ready to pick up the ball no matter how it bounces for us and run with it.
Congratulations to every single one of this year's winners.
Yeah, we certainly are proud of you all, and we hope that you continue to thrive in 2021 despite what challenges may lie in wait.
That's it from us. Good night.
Cheers.